All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's do this.
Hello, gossipers, and welcome to Gossip in the Dark with Sharona. Now, we're going to talk Samuel L. Jackson. And if you hear flickering in the background, or planes or birds, because again, I'm on my patio. So, this article that we're going to read, it's from Entertainment Weekly. And it says Samuel L. Jackson jokes that getting an Oscar nomination is only an honor if you win, which is true because a lot of time people, they're like, it's just an honor to be nominated. And yes, when you get nominated, you want to win, right? But that's not going to be the case unless there's a tie. And even then, with a tie, you still have people who are losers. Because if they're going to say winners, then you got to say losers. So to be nominated, yes, great. You're happy to be nominated, but not to win in your category. Come on now, it's part of life where you win some, you lose some. And with Samuel L. Jackson, oh my gosh, he's been in the industry since I think the late 90s, very early 70s, if I'm not mistaken. So he has a lot of great work under his belt. And to be honest with you, I'm going to read this article to see that, to see if how many times he's been nominated or if he was even nominated for an Oscar. And there's a movie on Netflix called The Piano Lesson. And I guess that now is generating Oscar buzz that maybe he will finally get an Oscar for his role. But then again, you can get nominated, which again is great, but there's nothing like holding, claiming that a critical trophy, to say that, yes, I stand out, I'm the best of the best in this movie, in this category. So, again, the article is from Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, Entertainment Weekly. And so we're going to go into the read. It said, amid Oscar, no, who, not amid. Okay, amid awards buzz for his latest film, The Piano Lesson, the honorary Oscar winner reflects on the honor of just being nominated. Samuel L. Jackson belongs to the elite class of actors who you think has at least one Oscar. See also Glenn Close, Angela Bassett, Annette Bening, Glenn Close again, but in reality, he's only been nominated once in his storied career. Wow. Sure, he has an honorary Oscar, but we all know that doesn't count. That could all change with the piano lesson adapted from August Wilson's play of the same title. Jackson jokes that if he gets nominated this time around, it will only be an honor if he wins. So with this stellar career of his, he has only been nominated once. And I'm gonna have to find what movie that was that he was nominated for. And when they say honorary Oscar, it's for actors who haven't won an Oscar, but their body of work garners them this honor to get an Oscar, if you get what I'm saying. So that's what happened to Angela Bassett. I mean, she was nominated for, I think, What's Love Got to Do with It, The Life of Tina Turner, and something else she was nominated for, and she never won an Oscar. So I think it was last Oscar, because of her body of work, they gave her an honorary Oscar. Now, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about them given an honorary Oscar and you're not put against your peers in a category to win? If you get what I'm saying. At first, I was like, it sounds like when they pity someone to give them an honorary Oscar, but then you have to realize these are people like a pity award to give to someone who's been nominated a couple times, haven't won, and now they're like, you know what, it looks bad. Let's give this person an award. But in order to get a honorary Oscar, your work, your catalog has to show that you're deserving of an honorary Oscar, and that's what Angela Bassett get, and people like Glenn Close and Annette Bening. Now with Glenn Close, I'm not sure because they said she got it, but then she got it again. How can you get it twice? So that is something I'm gonna have to look into because I thought with an honorary Oscar it was just that one time, but Glenn Close twice. Now that I'm gonna have to look up and get back to you on. Probably at the end of this video, I'll let you know. Back to the article. We've been in the business long enough to know that, the folks who go, well, it's just an honor to be nominated. No, it ain't, Jackson said in a joint AP interview with piano lesson co star Michael Potts. It's an honor to win. I agree with him. Jackson was nominated in 1995 as Best Supporting Actor for his unforgettable and oft quoted turn as Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction. Okay, Pulp Fiction, that's what he got it, supporting. Ultimately, losing out to Martin Landau for Ed Wood. In 2021, Jackson received the Academy Honorary Award, recognizing his work as a cultural icon whose dynamic work has resonated across genres and generations and audiences worldwide. You get nominated, folks go, yeah, yeah, I remember that. Most people forget, Jackson continued. Generally, it's a contest you didn't volunteer to be in, which is true. I didn't go in there so I could flex, like, well, wait a minute, let me do my scene then, hold up. The cultural icon went on to note that after all is said and done, however, people have a hard time remembering who even won, which is true. Produced by someone who does know the honor of victory, Denzel Washington, with Todd Black, the piano lesson stars Jackson as patriarch Dr. Charles, whose two children, boy Willie, played by John David Washington, and Bernice, played by Danielle Deadwiller, argued over the fate of an heirloom piano during the Great Depression. Dead Deadwiller, oh my gosh, I know I'm mispronouncing her name, who missed out on being nominated at the last Academy Awards for her acclaimed role in Till, has already picked up a couple festival awards for the piano lesson and is up for Outstanding Supporting Performance at the Gotham Awards held next week on December 7th. In 1987, the 1987 play by Wilson won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama, while the 1990 Broadway production was nominated for 5 Tonys, including Best Play. Jackson starred in the 2022 revival with John David Washington, earning a Tony nomination for Best Featured Actor in a Play, though surely it was just an honor to be nominated. The piano lesson is currently streaming on Netflix. So I haven't watched it. Probably I need to watch the piano lessons. I know the Oscars next year will be hosted by Conan O'Brien, and this is his first time hosting the Oscars. So we're gonna take a look at some of Samuel's list of movies. And so far for 2025, he has a movie called Afterburn and The Beast coming in 2025. But then you had him in the Garfield movie, the pro, the pro, excuse me, the Protege, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, The Banker. He's Captain Marvel. I mean, he's in Captain Marvel. You have Marvel. Sorry, you have Grass, The Incredibles, which I love. The Incredibles. the Avengers, Kong, Skull Island, and the list goes on and on. Cell, The Legend of Tarzan. I mean, The Hateful Eight. I mean, Big Game. Big Game is one of those movies that I loved, and I also loved The Kingsman, The Secret Service. So yeah, he has a body of work, and hopefully this time he'll win an Oscar for his work in a particular film and not just the honorary Oscar that he has. Yes, gossipers. So tell me your thoughts on Samuel L. Jackson saying that it's not an honor to be nominated. It's an honor to win. And I get what he's saying. And again, I think the reason why people say it's an honor to be nominated, don't forget that these categories, they cut them down into like 5 or 6 nominees, and this is out of probably hundreds of actors or directors, people like that. So to see that they cut it from such a high number down to 5 or 6, it shows that your performance alone being in that top 5 or 6 is worthy already, but everyone wants to win. No one wants to be nominated for something and not win.